as we say, the next ceiling is a market cap of 1 trillion. And the last few days, I've been busy being busy, liquidating. I think it's 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago that I said, that we were cutting down on our portfolio, and we did. Remember, go out 50%, you still have 50% in the market, right? Sweetie pie, I'm gonna cash, in. I'm gonna take around 80-90% out, and she said, well done. Invest smart. Identify the leaders of tomorrow, not actually move further down. Is that where we're going? Are we heading down to the 40,000? Well, it looks like it. Am I gonna make a call? Not today, tomorrow, probably. I will make a call on it, because when I make a call, it usually turns out to be exactly that. If you follow this channel, well, then you are happy as Larry, because we got lots of cash on the side. We got lots of cash in the right, lots of cash in the left, and in the back. If it's more of a correction, and you can still call it a healthy correction, well, then we wait to 50 to 80% discount from the all-time high. And I will repeat that, 50 to 80% discount from the all-time highs. And that's what we're basically going to be looking at the next few weeks if we're going to see this continuing. Now, there should be some support here, and there might be. My feeling is, I'm going to tell you guys, I think we're going to go down to 29,002. I am the best. I'm the best trader that is out there. I'm the best analyst when it comes to cryptocurrencies. I am the best crypto YouTube channel that has ever been, that there ever will be. And that is a fact. You show me one YouTube channel, you show me one person that told you to go and cash, that told you everything they do. A week ago, 85% cash. There is no one that is better than I am.
There is no competition.
Wow, I have a little frog here always. Let me know if you can hear me down below. Let me know, Mr. Bully, you're number one, so that we can get this little Sunday show going. And I'm gonna try not to do too much, all these intros and transitions, because we actually got things to talk about. But it is great. It is great to look at the portfolio. And wow, if you've been following, me or what we've done together, right? I mean, we are on track, I would say on the path to glory. On the path, thank you so much, Bully, on the path to becoming among the top 1%. So today we're going to talk about many things. As you already know, right? We got a portfolio around 60 positions, right? And it simply takes too long if I'm going to go over each position. So what I always try when we do these cryptocurrency portfolio updates is also to let you know if we've done some, some rearrangements, or let you show on how we are actually holding some of the positions. Not to waste too much time, but I was just before we get started, let's see if we can scroll through the portfolio here. So you can see, and I'm just gonna run through them, and what I always think is a possibility for you is maybe to, to look at the coins that still have the most room upsides. But we are holding Illuvium up 90% since we got in, Metis up 400% since we got in, Compound up 63%, Kusama up 79% only, Uniswap almost 100%, Moonrim up 310%, LiveP up 122%, Chainlink up 158%, Internet Computer up 182%, we got Gamify up only 3%. Remember that. I'm not gonna, add my little comments, just go through it. Polkadot up 113%, Thorchain Rune up 324%, Synthetics up 181%, Optimism up 170%, Litendry 42%, Theta Network up 100 and no, 267%. And then we got that big, lovely energy web token that I love so much, but still down 28%. Radium up 846%. Crust Network 130%. Origin Trail 218%. CeeLo 75%. Singularity Net 392%. Centrifuge up 239%. Real World Assets. Kilt Network up not even 1%. Storage up 17%. Curve up 16%. NetSwap 808%. Cardano 110%. 1inch 100%. Mantra DAO, which is ultimately the winner as of now, 2,377%. Moonbeam 127%. Chromia 152% up. Power Ledger up 159%. The Graph up 507%. IOTA 74%. Sheet Network up 29%. Cartesia up 46%. Pocket Network, I like it, up 628%. Red Kite down 21%. Unibright up 61%. Hedera up 105%. Altair, Real World Assets, the ugly cousin of Centrifuge up 424%. Insurance down 16%. And then we got Ether Risk, also insurance, up 262%. Umbrella up 11%. Sealer Network up 121%. Virtue Poker up 275%. Cross Shadow up 391%. Reserve Rights up 38%. Rally down 69%, holding a very little position though. And Kyling, I think, is not trading, where we have to talk about that. The Verge up 65%. Patientory up 173%. Engine Starter 282%. And we got those Noodles up 322%. And if we look all over, this is basically what the portfolio looks like. I think it's time that we start, and I can see we got exactly 20 lions watching. I mean, this is just a lovely. This is the 20 lions channel. Anyway, let's start, and it goes as always a little something like this here. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, then do me a favor, hit like, smash, and subscribe, and all them goodies, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can, and you know this is important to me, protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I am number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's young, he's handsome, he's a prophet, he's a poet. They know it. I must be the greatest. I told the world.
So, since we, since time is of essence, time is money. I know you come here for the technical analysis. Where else would you be going if you didn't come here, right? So we are looking at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin currently trading at? It's trading at 65,747. But that is actually not even so important. What is important is that we're closing the Sunday. We're closing yet another week. And if we look at this candlestick here, we can see it went down. It almost made kissy with the 7-day moving average on the week. Kissy. And if you follow this channel, then what can I say? You just know that I am number one, especially when it comes to technical analysis. So as we can see up there, we can say we didn't break through the 7-day moving average, which to me looks like we are still on track. Now, last week, Betty, she came to me and she said, come on, you're what is it? You're not that great. You're not that good. I know exactly what you're doing. Actually, it was Cherry who said that. Cherry is always a little. No, Cherry, she likes to make fun. And Cherry said, I know exactly your secret. Your secret is that you're looking at the 7-day moving average on the weekly, and if it goes below it, then it's bad, and if it goes above it, then it's just all good. But you see, I said, Chair, yeah, you think I look at Bitcoin like that, yeah? No, but I actually don't. I look at Ethereum. Ethereum is actually there's more, I believe it's going to be the settlement layer of the future. And it's also easier tradable. There's more, in a sense. There's going to be more volume, more liquidity. So it is actually more predictable if you follow the Ethereum chart. But yeah, since, crypto, Bitcoin, I just wanted to share this little secret with you. That's about that. So let's go. No, I mean, I'm happy about Bitcoin. I also didn't look so much this weekend. I think we're on track for lots of goodies. Let me say, I think we're going to have a bright future. So before we move on to today's presentation, then let's just see if any of you 20 lions, if you are in the chat. Let's see if you're there. And remember, everything I say and do should not be considered financial advice, because I don't know shit about crypto, and Betty owns everything and she is miserable and I own nothing and I'm pretty happy. So there we go. Who is here? We got Blockchain Bully and we got Sandra. And we got Ron Jeremy. Only the Church of Nico. Oh, remember, the good Lord himself, he probably also soon will be accepting cryptocurrencies, as long as it will be on the blockchain. So who else? We got NK, and good to see you, Bob Mango. I like it. And so Blockchain Bully, I'm looking for a little pullback before the halving. Yeah, let's see if that's gonna happen. And what is it? Saludos from Argentina. Good to see you. Wow. I mean, even though we are a small little group of lions, 20, we're still international. Where are you from, Egon? Let me know. And thank you so much. And we got, of course, beautiful and quite wealthy Blockchain Betty. Okay, thank you for, Betty, she just always makes sure that everything is on track. So what Blockchain Bully he is referring to and is a pullback, right? And as I've always said, and let's get in, because what is it that I always say? I say timing the market, right? Let's go over here and let's start. When you come here, what is it that I always try to do? Well, quality over quantity. We try to buy undervalued tokens, minimum 50%. As you know, we've got most of them between 80 to 99%. We try to identify market leaders, and that is actually also what this cycle is about. Identify new trends. I'm not so good at that. I rely more on you. But what we do is that we average in and out. What is it that it takes? It takes discipline. It takes knowledge, wisdom, experience, and time. And you gotta be completely unemotional. Remember, and these things, they are very difficult. It's 4 different things, but it's more or less the same. Now, I always like to give good examples. I remember back in 2008, right, when we had the .com bubble, I simply neither had the discipline, nor did I have the knowledge, the wisdom, and obviously no experience, because I hadn't been around that long, and I was so emotional. And that made me a very bad investor. It made me buy high and sell low. That's what I did. Now, if you master all these things, what is still the most difficult thing? Timing the market. And timing the market is so difficult from so many angles. It's not only difficult let's say, when are we going to see a turnaround, right? Are we going to see that pullback that Blockchain Bully are talking about? But also, when should you sell? You see, we always talk about, I remember last time, 10x, 100x, 1000x. I'm old school, so I like just, to calculate in percentage. You look good, Granny. You bring them cookies. And thank you, Granny. And so what timing the market is also, it's kind of like a goal. Let's say if you can do 1,000%, right? I mean, this is also where discipline comes in. We have already, with our portfolio, we have already been able to generate 5,000% winners, which means that from the moment that I said that we are buying till the recent high, NetSwap, Pocket Network, Virtual Poker, Mantra, and Radium all went through 1,000%. In fact, Mantra went up to 3,000%, netting, beautiful Betty, 1.4 million. But did we sell? No. Timing the market. So let's look at it here. If we look at the 1 year chart for NetSwap, we can see, and there we got that beautiful hockey stick that we always talk about. And what happened? So NetSwap was going sideways, and then it made that beautiful hockey stick we always talk about. But what happened then? Did I actually sell Betty's position up here? No, I didn't. I mean, you cannot see my... Oh, yeah, you can see my... Did I sell up here? No, I didn't. Did I take some profit there? No, I didn't. And now we're back down. So in fact, if we were to look at where NetSwap is currently in terms of how many percentage we are up, we were above, I think we were even at some point close to 2,000%, which is of course, fantastic. Let's go and look here where we currently are with NetSwap in our portfolio. But we have NetSwap, so many positions. Gotta find net. Where is it? Remember, this is live, and I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm a Betty's investor. So currently we are up with NetSwap 808%, right? So it's not bad, but we didn't sell when it was at its high. Now this is the 1 year chart we're looking at, but look, if we scroll out and look at the max chart, well, then it looks like there's lots of potential up, right? So when do we sell? Timing the market. The next one is Pocket Network. Now, if we look here again at the 1 year chart, you can see it was not as exactly as with NetSwap. We can see there's more volatility, but it's also very close with this hockey stick. And currently with Pocket Network, we are up, I think, 600 or 800%. I think if I'm going to always look for them, then we're going to get old together, and that's not the goal of this stream. But still, I want to look here. 1 second. And then when I'm looking and so on, then of course I can never find it. I'm just scrolling through. Pocket Network, we're up 628% currently. We were up more than 1,000% when we were hit that high. But if we then scroll out and look at the maximum, wow, lots of potential still to the upside. Lots of potential, right? Timing the market. If we go in and we look at Virtual Poker, it was also going sideways. Then we had that hockey stick went up, and now it's almost back. So, we're not up that much with Virtual Poker. But then again, if we scroll out, look at that. I think you get the point, right? Next one is MantraDAO. I mean, I love MantraDAO. And we're gonna be making 2 more videos. I mean, this is just great with MantraDAO. And, it's so great that I'm gonna have myself a little Bahama Mama sip here. So MantraDAO, if we look at the chart, you see, is it really good to have this? I always refer to this hockey stick like we saw in NetSwap. That's probably, is that really good? And I don't know. But when we look here at the MantraDAO, 1 year, it's actually more. It's not this steep. We can actually see that since let's say since the beginning of this year, it's been constantly growing, right? So that they even Grandma Betty and Sister Shelley had a chance to get on the mantra train. So this is when we look at the 1 year. The thing is, when we then, and this is actually interesting, when we then scroll out, well, we have actually gone through the previous all-time high, which was back in 21. And if we look at all the other tokens, right? If we look here at Virtual Poker, it had its high in 21. If we look at Pocket Network, it's high, I think 20, either in the beginning of 22 or 21, I cannot see that really. But if we look here at NetSwap, it's also the same. They have not gone through their highs from 21 or beginning of 22, I think. We got to, make an investigation regarding that. But you get the point, right? So what do you do here with MantraDAO? MantraDAO has actually gone through its previous all-time highs. Is that a reason to sell? Or is this just the beginning and MantraDAO is gonna, just grow like we expect the entire market? And what do you do as an investor? Timing the market, take some profits, pay yourself, maybe go into other coins that haven't gone through the previous all-time high, even though the only two coins that really have gone through the previous all-time high, I mean, listen, portfolio is Bitcoin and now Mantra DAO. Radium is another token here where we made more than 1,000%, right? Sideways went up, and currently with Radium we are also not above the 1,000%. Did we really sell up there? No. I sold a little bit before. I mentioned it in the chat. I took some out, and that was not at the high. That was not in that sense any good timing. But you can see in Telegram. But that's what it did. We had a pretty big position, and I felt there were some good opportunities elsewhere. However, this is the 1 year chart. When you scroll out again, then look at this. Now, it's almost like I've been repeating myself here now with 5 different slides, but it is actually 5 different coins. And we're talking about money, right? Which ultimately could give you more coins for the right pocket and the left pocket and many more for the back pocket. Remember, it is not financial advice. So we got through this timing the market. Now so here I just, made examples on how difficult it is to time the market. We still, as we have done in the past, we try our best. We try to use what we can. We use the Wyckoff price cycle, and that tended out to play very much in our favor. We also try, and this is I'm just as a big believer in the Wyckoff as I am in the cheat sheet, right? Psychology of a market cycle, because they both have their place. And it's always, where are we on the cycle in terms of the psychology? I believe we are still down here. Hope a recovery is possible. And between optimism, this rally is real. We are far from the top. Now remember, so often, right, we have always been talking about, we got, people when they talk about birds, when it comes to investing, they always talk about the black swan event, right? And I was thinking, yeah, that's true. We're looking out for the black swan event, but there's also the white swan, I think. I don't know if I think you don't call it that, but you know what I mean, the opposite of a black swan. You see, the black swan event is when we are either just gonna have a flash crash, or it's just gonna, just gonna be a tornado, a force majeure, and the whole market is gonna go crazy. I believe that we are waiting for a white swan event. I mean, I like this picture. I gotta say, it's beautiful, especially the way that swan is mirroring it. I mean, it's rare in this world that we are looking at true natural beauty instead of, if we're looking at Miss Universe for Miss USA for 2025. I mean, woof.
How you doing?
Anyway, so what was the white swan event of the previous cycle? Well, I think we can all agree, one of them at least, was catalyst was Elon Musk, right? Remember when it became, aware, and I remember that legendary evening when it was clear that Elon Musk was investing into Doge and I don't, some other things. And that really was one of the white swan events, one of the catapults that were really taking the market off. Now I dare to make a prediction. Now it's not a number one prediction, it's just, what I'm thinking. What could one of these white swan events be this year? Which individual? Now, because we've got BlackRock, which is actually the biggest. It's not going to be much bigger than that. But I was thinking, I would just think for a few seconds. Let me have a sip of this mighty fine Bahama Mama. And let me just see if I can find. And I hope you yourself, it is Sunday. We're supposed to do this yesterday. I do hope that you also yourself have yourself a Bahama Mama. And that's why I always... And that's why I always do these streams in the evening, so that so I can have a Bahama Mama. Anyway, do you think who it could be? Well, why not Warren Buffett? You see, Warren Buffett, he's been selling. He's been taking profits. And why has he been taking profits? Well, it's also good. I don't identify with Warren Buffett, but we are kind of both good. We're more long-term investors, let's say, and we are not so irritated by daily price volatility. And we're currently seeing the market hitting, I'm talking about the traditional markets and Bitcoin for that matter too, are hitting all-time highs, right? So if you go in and you look at NASDAQ, you look at S&P, you will see we are at all-time highs. And Warren Buffett, he thinks it's time to take profit, just like we thought it was when we did that in March 2021. So he's sitting on all that beautiful cash, right? And we need more cash. And we need a white swan event, and we need somebody to front this whole future finance being built on the blockchain. Let me know what you think. It's just a little bit of thinking. What else we do is average in and we average out. You know that. We invest in blockchain infrastructure and traditional industries that are migrating onto the blockchain. We believe it's the third cycle. Remember, we were, and why I'm going through this is because all those 20 lions who has been around with me for the past 2 years, we've watched and looked at these slides, 100 times. We were monitoring Bitcoin's historical corrections, and that is why we were very good, almost on the spot, on identifying the low. Well, I thought it would be 12. We hit 15, at least when it hit 15 on November 21st, I think it was. I said, I think it's going to turn around. And I am starting to buy. This is the pull. This is the beginning, the shot. Let's go. Now we are trying to compare with Bitcoin's historical bull market. So we again, talking about timing the market. And based on, at least if we, go on the amount of days, it looks like we could be hitting in 2025 that we probably could be hitting Bitcoin around 250,000. Now I'm putting here Bitcoin 200,000, but I think it can go, sometimes it goes a little bit, higher, but who knows, right? Then another thing here, these numbers, they could be not so up to date, but the US stock market has 46 trillion, at least it was 2 months ago. Bond market, 51 trillion. The global stock market, 109 trillion. The global bond market, 133 trillion. And the crypto market doesn't have 1.6. The crypto market has, I think, currently 2.4 trillion. So there's so much room. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for this reallocation of, some of that sweet Warren Buffett money coming in. And then we're going to see how the traditional investors are going to follow. And it is really only a matter of time. Because as we also have been looking when we do the streams during the week, sometimes we're looking at the, we're looking at the Bitcoin ETF tracker, right? And that's just growing and growing, and that's nice. Now, at least the last time we watched. But we of course also wait. This could be another white swan event once we're going to see Ethereum being approved for ETF. Again, pending. It's nice to see that Fidelity, Invesco, and BlackRock, and all them goodies, they're waiting, right? Pending. So I'm not saying it's only going to be Warren Buffett. That could be one of them. There's going to be many white swan events. I'm pretty, convinced about that. So next, let's see. Also, for those of you who are new, the cryptocurrency market is growing, and it is really growing. Even Betty, she came to me here the other day, and she said, how many cryptos are there now, right? And because if you go in and look at CoinMarketCap, it's like cryptos 2.4 million. And I remember, 2 years ago, it was, 9,000, 10,000. So it's also going to be more difficult to keep track of. There's going to be more ecosystems, but we focus on Ethereum. Polkadot, that. We also got some on Solana. Very little on Binance, but we love the Binance ecosystem. There's just not so many coins that we have. Kusama, of course, also, and Cardano, and we're waiting for Charles to get the finger out his ass and start something. The centralized exchanges that I trust and use is Kraken, Binance, KuCoin, Gate, Huobi. I also have to say, of course, there's always this. We have many hardware ledgers, so don't you worry about that. But it's also always good to diversify. But I like these ones. I do different trading for Betty on various exchanges. Then when it comes to the decentralized exchanges, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, NetSwap, Radium. We use others. Most decentralized exchanges, the big ones are good. Of course, we also use 1inch. That is the aggregator. We hold cryptocurrencies now. As you know, staking and farming is becoming profitable again, and that is beautiful, because that is a big part of our portfolio. Stablecoins, we're also going to, increase our positions in stablecoins and precious metals like gold, silver, and actually also real estate. I don't talk about, and I should also mention here, we also hold real estate, at least, for Betty. Now, the asset allocation, always gold, silver, real estate is always very little. Altcoin, stablecoin, varies depending, right? So this was after the height of 2021, we had more stablecoin, and then we were slowly going in, and now we have, that varies. So yeah, just to give you an indication. Again, as I said, we're investing in infrastructure, traditional industries. You understand that. And one funny thing here is, right, I was thinking, and that's usually also what the sentiment will be, that once we're going to see the beginning of this new cycle, that we would see money trigger in first to Bitcoin, then maybe go into the zero layers, let's say the sub-zero layers. Layer zero, the big blockchain ecosystems like Ethereum, like Polkadot, like Cardano, like Avalanche, like Binance, like Solana. And then we would see that trigger down more to the altcoins, some of the blue chips. I was really wrong. I would have, and this is where I was completely wrong. I thought that once Bitcoin would take off, I believed Ethereum, but I was so convinced that we would see the big DeFi coins like Curve, like Compound, like Aave and Maker. And no, what did we see that really took off? We saw the moon. We saw meme coins. Meme coins were taking off like there was no tomorrow, which actually, who likes those meme coins? Meme coins, I understand that it's different. Let's go and have a quick look at Jerry's meme portfolio. Remember, Jerry only put it in $500, so this is just more for the fun of it, but I know a lot of you like it. So if we look in here, we are up, and that's nice, that's up. So we are Flocky up 333%. And remember, we only started this year, when was it, 2 weeks ago or something. So just Cherry, she was like getting angry that I was missing out on I didn't do a meme portfolio for her. For nobody. But anyway, so Flocky up 333%, Dog Whiff Hat 243, Pepe 173, Shiba Inu 127, Dogecoin 49, and then Bonk. And I think we should, I think it might also be worth talking just a second about the meme coins that are supposed to come on Polkadot. Now, I didn't really follow Pink simply because I think you had to play games, and I don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So that was, I kind of ignored it. I'm very, very, very unhappy with the progress and what has happened with Dot is dead. Dead is dead. I don't know if you guys are following. It's just a bit on the side. Dot is dead was supposed to be the meme coin on Polkadot, and there was so much action going on. First, they said that they were going to announce to everybody that we would have 1 month notice when the snapshot was going to be. And I, for one, was preparing, waiting for that announcement. So, because I was going to do some rearrangements, buy many more dots, which, I'm only one, but if other people would think like I do, then that would have increased the price of dot. Not a bad thing. No, they did not give us any notice, period, when it comes to dot is dead. They just did the snapshot. And another thing that they told us was that you would receive 1,000 dead tokens for each dot. And now we're going to get 36. I don't know. I got more important thing. Let's see how that's going to go. I think they're messing it up for themselves. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to jump into now on the thumbnail. We had, Betty had written that we got adding many new tokens. No. And that's maybe a mistake. We're only adding 1 new token. And I also like to be fair and square. This is a Chico recommendation. So I'm putting my trust in, I listened to it. I've looked at the coin and we will make a video. And I think it looks good. It's another DeFi coin, right? Bully, you come here for DeFi. and it is called Broker, BROKKR, with the ticker BRO. Now you won't be able to find the price on CoinMarketCap. You will only be able to find the price on CoinGecko. But we got in, it, as you can see here, is a fully diluted valuation of 7 million. Now I think that if you take the amount of circulating coins coins in circulation, it's about half. So the market cap, at least here when we made these screenshots, it is around 3 million. And what is it? Well, it's an asset and liquidity management platform that is made to simplify DeFi. It's a little bit more than that, but the liquidity strategy is optimized, providing liquidity in Uniswap V3 pools for profit. And broker crypto indexes and dollar cost average covers the asset side. Indices represent the main narrative on their respective chains and offer simply entry to a new chain. It is more than that. It is actually that they got a hook for a version for Uniswap V4. And they're basically building like let's say, what institutional asset managers are used to using in terms of the look and the feel and what you can do is actually what Broker is going to offer. And there's some smart guys behind. You should really, see, I don't steal, but Chico is really, really good. So, that's why I'm being honest. If it's going to go down, we're going to say, "Foo, Chico, you're just a piece of something." If it's going to go up, you're going to say, "Hey, great number one." Right. You shared. Anyone. So, just a few things. And then I bought there for Betty, and you can also, you can go in there. They already have a platform where you can stake. It's an Arbitrum, and we are staking for 6.62% APR. So that's really not a lot. That's really, really not a lot. But I wanted to, let's go over and look here quickly. Let me get myself here. And let's look at because there was one thing that I wanted to look at. So if you go in here to CoinGecko, and as I said, they're not tracking the price on CoinMarketCap, and even when you put bro in CoinGecko, you really have to put okay, and comes broccoli. Broccoli is good for dinner, and then you can see down here we got the bro token, and it is also still trading at 1 cent and 2. I don't even know how to say that. How do you say this? Because basically you would say this is 1 cent, right? 1 cent on the dollar. How do you say 1 cent 2? 1.2 cent on the dollar? How do you say? Mini cent? Let me know if you know. Blockchain Bully, you're usually smart. Theta is the boss. So what with Broker, what I like here is still when you go in and you look at they've been around here. As you can see, this goes back to 2022, but still a market cap that is so little. And but that was not really what I wanted to dilute. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to. Oh yeah, now I remember what I wanted to point out. When you see here, you can see there's this spike up. You could almost call it, this is the the hockey stick that we were talking about. What is funny, however, is that this hockey stick came after Chico launched this video. So that was on the 12th of March. It really took a spike up, went all the way up to almost to 2 cent on the dollar, and we waited a little, and we got in at around 11, I think, or something like that. So this is but we will make a video, and so let me know what you think. But 3 million market cap is very little, especially if it's good. And I tested the platform. I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, easy. Not a lot of returns, but everything nice. So we're talking about MantraDAO, right? First time we got in at 6 cents on the dollar, and then we sold at 68, almost generated us 1,000%. And this time we, get in at 2 cents. What you should do, because MantraDAO is doing many good things. They just got $11 million in a funding round from Sukuk, I think it's called Sukuk or Shohuk or something, from an investor in the Middle East that is going to fund them to develop real world asset tokenization on the Mantra blockchain. And so also in case, I don't know if you were staking your tokens before or not, but if you were, then you have to migrate them onto their new platform. And if you hold them until the new Mantra chain is going to be launched, you will get up to 35% additional tokens. So, right now we are holding 1,012,000 tokens. See, I just had to sell some when we were seeing this previous all-time high. Also got to be honest. But so in case there's still this opportunity, go stake, hold them until the new chain, and you will get up to 35% new tokens. It's been what can I say? It's been almost 3,000. So I did, last week here, when was it, on the 19th of March, I did sell. I sold around 100,000 coins for Betty. And here we were lucky because, as you can see here, we got an average price of 93 cent down to 90. And if you go in and look, the peak of the day or until now was 94. So, that was a lucky timing. That's all I got to say about that. Furthermore, of course, with Hedera, also happy here. We bought and a 90% discount. It's up. I think it's almost up at 10 cent. You know that we are staking there on Haley Swap, and we also have a position in the Haley protocol. And since last time there, we collected around 2,200 pending rewards. However, the total APRs, they're 64%. I don't know if it's gone down. Just remember to keep an eye out for that. And currently, at that time at least, Betty had 12% of that liquidity pool. Cartesi, remember, we've been holding Cartesi since, back in the day, since 2020. But Cartesi is also really developing good, and they are doing great stuff. And it is going good as far as I understand from the technological perspective. We're also staking there. And remember, I did share with you last time that we were staking. It's a little bit more complicated than other places, but also not that complicated. Now, we were staking here at that time. We were staking in two different pools. We nominate because we don't want to run nodes. We simply don't have the time. But what is kind of cool, what is really cool with their interface, is that, for example, you can go in and then you can see, for example, here, you can see here we chose we nominated two, I think it's node runners or validators. And the first one is OmniStake and the other one is Blockchain. So you can see here, this is OmniStake. And we deposited 18,440 tokens on August the 5th. And you can see, on September the 2nd, we staked 18,440. And here I think it was last week, I took a snapshot. Those 18,440 has increased to 19,767. So that is compounded staking rewards. That's great. I like it. You can unstake. I don't know if there's an unstaking period because we didn't unstake yet. So remember, one is OmniStake and the other one is blockmain.eth. And there we also staked on the same day 18,400, and there we also have 19,768. So that was wonderful. Now there is one problem because we've been buying up more Cartesi in the past month, and when I went in there and I wanted to stake more, it's not easy. These node runners, they have a certain amount that they can maximum stake, and they are all maxed out. So you can stake with BitBoy, which I guess is a bit of a shit show, right? BitBoy is running a node there, and or you can stake with some other node providers that you don't know, or they are charging much higher percentage. So these are the things that you need to watch out for. So that's a bit of a but if you can't stake him, then you just keep him, because we are very bullish on Cartesi all over. Umbrella Ella. You see, Umbrella Ella was one of these. It's an oracle, right? That we've gotten back in the day, and we've been staking and staking and staking. You can see here. They also have a portal that works, okay. Here, for example, here you don't have auto compound, so you can see here. This is a Betty's wallet here. We were staking. We staked 413,000, and there are pending rewards that we have to claim, and then you got to restake them. And the current annual reward is 8.4%. But what is interesting about Umbrella, and this is because I've always said it's obviously the risk reward it's very risky, you could say, and we never knew, are they really gonna take off? Are they gonna do? And at some point there was also some bad publicity, but it seems to me that Umbrella is really is not doing bad. Now, if we look at the chart, we can still see that there's a hockey stick. I think one could wait for, and if you want to look at it like that, it is still down. Where do we have that here? Let's look at it. It's pretty much very much down. It's well, I can't see it here. I don't know. Somehow you can see it when you make it. Let me just try to. Anyway, I think it's down 90% or 99%, maybe even more. Why can't you see that? Usually you can. But you can look at that yourself. I think there's total market. It's always different because when I look at it here on this computer, then when I compare it to show historical price. There we go. It's down 98.8% from its previous all-time high. Now, only God knows, only the good Lord knows if we're ever gonna go and it's really gonna take off. But if you go in and you actually look at, follow Medium, Umbrella, Ella a little bit, you will see that constant good news, right? Expanding in the Multiverse X ecosystem. Umbrella partners with Onefinity, and they were participating in ETH Denver. That's not, okay. But what is here? Bringing gold to crypto. The gold-pegged stablecoin GSC on Multiverse X, powered by Umbrella. Umbrella Network collaborates with OKX's Layer 2. And this was also February 15, 2024. All these things are very new. Yeah. And then we can see there's the recaps, and then partners with JewelSwap, and Umbrella partners with Meld. This was January 29th, that they're partnering with Meld, one of the first decentralized non-custodial liquidity protocols for borrowing fiat against crypto. So a lot of things going on. So who knows? Maybe this could just be quiet before we're gonna see that hockey stick. So with Metis DAO, remember first time we got in at 5, then we sold 240. I don't know what we got in at the second time, but there we are staking on NetSwap. And here I was also so happy a month ago. You could see our stake position was over $100,000, and we were still making lots of pinned rewards, but of course NetSwap has really taken it down. I mean, they've gone down 50-60% from its recent high. So there at that time the staking rewards were only worth 3,900, and the overall position that was 2 months back was worth 114,000. Now it's halved. What a shit show. Timing. On Radium, what I'm doing is we're actually providing liquidity, and I took some stable coins. So we're providing liquidity in the pool of Radium and USDT, currently getting 35% APR. When I started that, it was almost up at 60. So you can see that is also a volatile thing, but it's always good to get a little bit of staking rewards. You like that. One-inch network. Now this is a funny thing, and this is a trend that I feel is going not across the entire blockchain ecosystem or universe, but more and more. We are seeing it with 1inch, and we're also seeing it with Insure. Then instead of you coming there and staking and getting more tokens, which is what I like, because then you can one-to-one sell them and get more coins for the back pocket. No, what they offer you is that you go stake and then you get some other shit. that I literally don't understand. Now, if you do staking on 1 inch, you get that unicorn power. Now, if one of you can tell me what you're going to do with that unicorn, I understand that you get the unicorn power, and with that unicorn power, you are part of the governance, and then you can vote. Who the fuck wants to vote? Anyway, let me know. So you get lots of unicorn. I don't know what to do with that, but I am very optimistic on 1 inch. So, yeah. Anyway, and then on Insure-Ace, I don't have a slide, but on Insure-Ace, they used to give great staking rewards, and now they changed it to very little, but it's okay. The price is so down. I'm a big believer in, Insure-Ace is a traditional industry migrating onto the blockchain. But they're also, setting up a new platform or whatever it is, the new app and new things. And if you stake and you lock it in for, until 2055, you're going to get lots of voting power. Lots of voting power. But I'm not interested in voting. And you're going to get an NFT. NFT that certifies that you're staking in order to get governing points, tokens. Who knows? What do you think about that? That's it for today. That's really it for today. We got then. Yeah, Pocket Network. What did you say, Blockchain Bully? You did say somewhere that I profited. You did say that that you're looking. What did you were writing something about Pocket? You were saying you're looking for another place. I'm looking for where to stake my Pocket tokens. Wallet has stopped the staking program. Which wallet? I said, really? Well, I got to check that because I think I'm staking there. So, yeah, let me know. But anyway, the last few times I was looking there, we were not holding Pocket because of those fat staking rewards, right? On the Tendry, we are getting, I think it's around 30%. And there's one last thing. Remember, if you got Energy Web tokens, you got to migrate them onto the Energy Web X. And then I wanted to tell you about the Broker X. Yeah, no, not Broker X, no X there. Broker, the one that doesn't track on CoinMarketCap, and that we just recently added. The only place that I could buy them, but I got a lovely price. I find was on Uniswap on Arbitrum, and let me just show you. You see, it's funny, right? When Chico he was promoting this, then it went up to its all-time high. I'm sure once I promote it, it's gonna go down. No, but let me just see here, markets. You can go in there and then you can see markets, and yeah, Uniswap version 3. So that's the only place. But at least I got the price according to what they showed there. Guys, let's see if there's anybody in the chit chat that wanna chat, and if not, then I wish all of us a lovely Sunday. Oh, let me first, for God's sake, have a sip of this Bahama Mama there. Bahama Mama. So, okay, I'm looking for a little pullback. Yeah, you say I saw that, and then what else do we have? Titek, what's up? Good to see you. Always good to see you and new people passing by. Germany, but right now Dubai. What Egon is in Dubai. How is it in Dubai now? How is it? I spent 1 or 2 years in Dubai and used to fly over there. How is it there? Let me know. Oliver here. I like Oliver always writes Oliver here. Oliver, do we know each other? Oliver here. Nico here. Crypto Granny, good to see you. And let's say, Nico, thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you for being here. I also say, you guys, you're always welcome to send a picture of yourself, right? Because you know how I look, and I have no idea how any of you look. And I remember I did say that 1 year ago, and the only one who sent me a picture was Harrison Tran. But that's because he's such a good-looking fella. What do you say, Thomas Klima? Thank you. And Elon is a good troll. That is so true. What do you say? Miss Universe 2025. It's all about being woke, right? I mean, remember that. I like this.
How you doing?
How you doing? No more Pokedex. Yeah. No, we are still holding Pokedex. Why didn't I show it? Is because that's usually that's in the Polkadot portfolio, but we are holding Pokedex, even though Pokedex has a problem getting enough dots together for winning the next parachain auction, and actually they've increased the rewards. So go and have a look at that. Now, I did speak about Pokedex a few days ago. There's some good things. There's some things I'm not so happy about. But I think maybe with Pokedex, you need to have patience with many things when it comes to the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah. But remember, if you take, I mean, it's important that you take one thing out of also, maybe I didn't, put enough emphasis on this. Real world assets. And we're also looking to increase our portfolio, right? We got Goldfinch. We haven't put Goldfinch in the portfolio. We have, of course, Centrifuge, and we got, but I'm looking at some other real world assets. But now it's good that Mantra DAO just by itself came to become a real world asset token. What do you say? Smoothie Sabuti. No more. There was no. Charles is just a sweetie pie. Charles is a sweetie pie who has all the time in the world. No hurry there. But we know that they are working. I mean, it's gonna take off. And we actually, if any of you guys, let me know which coin are you really looking for. What is like, because we know Cardano, right? But it has a huge market cap. What is going to be the big players that are still low cap when it comes to the Cardano ecosystem? Let me know. That's important. And what else do we have? Michael is here and Randall McMurphy. Theta's boss. That is true. Very, very true. It's Pin, right? And Danish Racer. Hey, Danish Racer is back. Where have you been, brother? Good to see you.
Kissy, kissy.
You know what is funny? Once we're seeing the market turn around, we're seeing old friends coming back. I'm just glad that you made it before it's too late, right? Because soon it's going to be too late. What else do we got? Dennis Van Rijn, my good friend. Anyone bought an Ethernote? No, I didn't. Is it good? Let us know. Smash the like. Do me that favor. And what is it? I hold EVT. Yeah, Smoothie Sabuti. You hold EVT and KuCoin. Well, that's also good. I actually think it's good. I mean, of course, I didn't, in the live stream, I did even make this video about, how to get your tokens from a centralized exchange, because I also had I bought some on, can't remember, on Kraken or somewhere, and then you send it to your sub wallet, and then you gotta lift them so you get the EVTX. So because these are going to be the new, the new coins. And with them, you can then stake them, but you got to download them. I mean, that's a whole thing. You got to do a lot of work, and you're not going to get rewarded. It's not like with Mantra DAO. They also have to take you out of the old staking and stake them onto the new app dApp chain. And if you do that, then they will reward you with up to 35%. With Energy Web, you just got to do it and figure it out yourself, more or less. But watch the stream. I did try to go through it. I just a tip. I was not able to use the Nova wallet for that. It broke my phone. Not broke my phone, but it made my phone not work. So sub wallet, it did work. Kylan, my good friend. What do you say, Ron Jeremy? I think Kylan is off. It's over and done. And somehow it's been over and done for a long time. I also wonder, because there's still the price is still swinging up and down, but you can't sell them, you can't buy them. And I think that's going to be, a total write-off. Yeah, but I think we even spoke about that a long time ago, but because it's been for a while, actually. I was hoping maybe something will happen, but nothing is happening. So fuck Kyling. Sorry I disappeared. You don't have to be sorry to me, my friend Reza. I just hope that you got in cheap. It's a partner with NVIDIA for AI. Okay. What is the market cap? For more GPU power than render. Ooh, well, I should look into that. I like Dennis. Also, Dennis is a smarty. I think Dennis is a guy who really digs deep. He always really knows things more than I do. So we should look at Aether. Is that what you're saying? Guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, but thank yourself, because remember, I'm no one and you are number one. You really should thank yourself for being here, because I believe we are on the way to becoming among the top 1%. I know if all coins, or let's say 90% or 75% of the coins are gonna do just like MantraDAO, hit its previous all-time high, and who knows, even go higher. I know Betty, she's gonna be fucking rich and even more miserable. That's just how that runs. Anyway, guys, I will see you, I think, maybe tomorrow, just for an easy peasy stream, because I prepare so much. Let's tomorrow maybe do a free talk. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you